This is just AMZN on Wednesday, September 22nd, 2021. Thought I'd just turn the recording on and see what kind of movement we get with the FOMC announcement happening in moments, or at least the reaction in the market happening in moments. Oh, there it goes. So I just wanted to play through this just to see how the options move. If you're not someone who's watching during the day, I just thought it'd be useful just to see it. And I'll see what I can do to extend the recording, or maybe I'll just post 2 videos for today showing this. It's just kind of fun to watch in real time, the movement. In the last couple hours here, we had a dip down between the 10 and 9 price, and then just about 10 minutes ago, it came down and took out the $9 low. So if you were looking to buy off of the opening levels, or even right here with this FOMC, to be setting up something to buy, this is how volatile it can get. And so if you had an order out to get in on a pullback, I would have set that up to buy at 9 and just scalp something, buying from 9 up to 10, but it could easily push back down in this 5-minute candle, which we're only less than a minute into. So I'll just let it play here, and I'll stop talking. You can just watch it, and we'll see if this turns into something more of a video. But you can do this on a replay. You can replay these candles, I believe, in a few days on Thinkorswim. I'm going to let you do that with the on-demand feature. But like I said, I just thought it'd be something fun to watch happening live. So I'll stop talking now. All right, so that was interesting. We we ran up with this 5 minute candle, and it wasn't really a run up. You could see how slowly things moved. It kind of paused for a minute there, right around the 33.6680 price, and then picked back up. Ran right into this last pivot that we had here. So this would have been a great place to be buying. Buy this low um, off of the low here, but actually buy off of this low here with the option, not this one that happened earlier, and then it would have run up into the pivot, which would have been a good place to be getting out, which was slightly below the area that we were pivoting here on the option. So the 3,400 call expiring this week would have been great buying at 9. This being a Wednesday, 3-hour target would have been target of 12, and actually that would have, you know, with my rules, I would have just been out with 3 hours here for 12, but it would have continued up a little bit. And then I guess we have yet to see, do we pull back? Do we pull back further? But I was kind of keeping an eye on the low here. So the low 655, not quite as low as the hammer down here, but did come back really close into this same pivot. Actually took out the low ever so slightly here. And obviously this is live, so we'll see if having a dip below the RSI here, having the poke above the RSI here, if these actually line up with the pivot to have that kind of a reversal. The option is not moving as quickly here on this move down as it did for this move up bullish. So interesting to see how this moves. Obviously, we're still forming this candle now, but I just wanted to give that kind of take on a single candle. We can talk a lot longer on a single candle, but I'll be quiet again and let this one play out. And that may be all that I do today. All right, so I just want to wrap this up. So where we're at right now, uh, with these two candles after that FOMC reaction, this definitely looks like a double bottom with the 33.6980 price being really close to a neckline through here. Also right where the 21 is sitting. we really just came right back into that price and looks to be bouncing. You have the same pattern basically on the call, and it's a little bit different here, but still kind of a double top here with a neckline kind of retesting over here. It's kind of hard to see that on the put. Let's do this. There we go. That looks a little better. So you can see the neckline. And right now it's looking like we're getting the bullish bounce where this neckline is holding. So we're bouncing off of the 21 and off of 33.6680. And if you were in this from buying a low or in this on a pullback, at this point 12 by 11 is possible. This low on this candle was 11. So that would have been a good entry in the last few minutes here. And we're going to be right back up at this pivot. If we can push on past that, I think we really have a chance to get up to the 100 again. So that would be, what is the 100 price right now? 33.9653. Also the 5 exponential is right around there. So that's a movement of about 20 points. We'll see if we have that much strength to get through there, or if we are going to just pause and kind of stay in the same range. We do have a slightly higher high and higher low than yesterday. All of this has been inside of the candle from 2 days ago. So I'm not expecting too much more to push past the 100 today. Possibly tomorrow, if this can turn into some sort of like a stair step, if it stays with these relatively similar shaped candles, similar size candles. So yesterday we had a range of 47. Today it's 42, 31 cents. So we're $5 smaller on today's range than we are from yesterday's range. So we do have a little bit of resistance ahead of us, this pivot, and then the selling that came in earlier today. So we would need to obviously get through those to continue up to the 100. So this is not a normal video. I was just sitting here watching and knew that the FOMC was happening. So I thought, oh, let me just turn our recording on and see how things move. The other way to see this during the day is to, or after the fact, is to go down to like a 1-minute chart and then zoom into what's going on here. This still is really hard to see. The 1 minute, I believe, is the smallest that you can do, or at least smallest standard sizes you can do. I don't remember if there's something smaller. I don't think I can type, yeah, I don't think I can type anything smaller than a minute, not in Thinkorswim. There are other programs that let you go smaller. I think I've shown that before, but one of them that I use is TradingView. And if you want more information on that, just reach out to me in the email in the comments. And you can see here we are pushing past this pivot, but this really doesn't do it justice how much we pause at this line. I wouldn't be able to show you on this chart. Let me pause the share for a moment and see if I can see it on the TradingView, which I do have open. But let me just pause this real quick and see. So give me a sec. I'm going to mute and pause the screen share. Okay, so this is TradingView, and I've got it set up the same thing with the 1 minute. And from here, I can go down to 30 seconds. You can see a little more time spent through here. I can go down to 15 seconds. Here you go, you can see a little bit more of what was going on through this time. I can even go down to 5 seconds or 1 second. I can go all the way down to 1 second, which is kind of crazy to see. These are the kind of ticks that I hate. These aren't real candles. This is just kind of a value sitting here. So it just means there was very little volume. It's really hard to trade, or at least to watch the movements here on a 5 second candle, or a 5-second tick. It's just really giving you kind of the play-by-play. You can see movements sometimes, like with the moving averages, you can see this kind of stuff, but I wouldn't be drawing lines off of this. I would just be coming down here if I really wanted to see, okay, what is actually happening. But you can see there's still some higher volume candles down here. But this program lets you go all the way down to 1 second. I don't know that you'd need to go further down than that, maybe a tick chart to see that. But anyway, this is while I had the video or the video the screen share paused, it was actually starting to continue higher and push up a little bit. So we pushed past that earlier pivot. Let's go back to a 5-minute. So we pushed past this pivot, and now we are contending with the pivot from today. And we did, with that one earlier, we did take out yesterday's high. And now we're pushing past on through that. So this is kind of what I just talked about. It looked like the this double bottom here, retesting into the 21, into this neckline, is working as some support. And now we're pushing on past the resistance from earlier today and yesterday. Definitely, I think, headed to the 100 simple moving average on the daily. So that's all I'll do for this video. And just thought it would be interesting to have kind of a Amazon FOMC, how it reacts. Not that anything is happening directly with Amazon, but just Amazon moves sometimes significantly with this. So we'll come back into this chart, and you can see how the options have moved since we were just taking a look at this move from 9 up to 12. And if you had gotten into a bounce at 12, or even trying to get slightly below it down to even 11, and now we're coming right into this resistance here on the call. So and the put acted as resistance. We continue to make lower lows on the put itself, and just interested to see how these play out kind of in a live video. Not something I've normally been doing, but hope this helps. This is Just Amazon. Thanks.